Good morning, everybody. Brenda. Mia's outside. I don't know where she is. She would usually get her pills. Let me check on Mia real fast. Hold on a minute. Here, get your pill. Oh. No, baby, get your pills. Here you go. Yes, I did, Brenda, and it's posted on YouTube. They still got a tanker that went behind it. I've got to finish that, get it posted, but I got the Octanus, the Viking Octanus. I got that. And it's up and posted. You know. Good. Okay. I'm back. Well, it's not a sandwich. What it is, it's peanut butter on a third of a bread cut, and I put her pills on it, and that's what she gets. It gets her morning and evening pills are on that. Oh, here comes Mark.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Not too bad, thank you.
Good.
Bit dismal today here. It's cloudy and cold and trying to rain. Well, so we got TJ, Brenda, and Joel.
Skyfly, how you doing? Brenda's here, Skyfly, and Mr. Giggles.
Uh-huh.
I know that Johnny Droneflyer had a gig going this morning.
Oh yeah, it's Sunday, isn't it?
Yep.
I keep forgetting that.
So I know where Joe is, you know.
Yeah. Until Johnny finishes.
Mia, why do you eat and then go rub your face on the couch? Why do you do that?
Precious does that as well. Rubs up against the couch. And the bed. And everything else you can rub up against that store. You can't get it, it's up tree.
Bet you are.
Any early morning boats today?
Yeah, I got 2 before sunrise.
Wow.
The cruise ship Viking Octanus,
All right.
and then the Owl 3, which is a tanker.
Uh-huh. It's good. And you remembered everything with you this time as well.
Yes. Oh yeah. Heck, let me
Yeah, when you charge up your controller in future, make sure you actually just put it on top of the case so that it's there and you notice it.
hey, can you see that, Mark?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
That's actually quite good lighting, isn't it?
Yeah, it turned out okay. I'm gonna have to lighten it up and everything. Oh.
heading back upriver, is it? The sky looks lovely.
What'd you think of that?
Oh, it was quite good. The sky looked really nice.
Yeah, well, it was nice.
Andrew, JDS. Dusty, Laura. Yes, it's cold.
Hey, Laura, how you doing? Thank you, Brenda. And thank you for all the other positive comments. So, well, Laura, what I think is going on is Johnny Drone Flyer and some of the other guys are doing live streams from a meetup they're doing today. So I think maybe that's where Joe is. And poor astronauts in space, they're going to be up there for quite a while, like 8 or 10 months before they get back here. So I don't know. Yeah, they're stuck up there, that's for sure, East Coast. Look at these damn birds out here that are just swarming my bird feeder. The little black geckos, you know?
Mhm.
So what's your plans for the rest of the day, Mark?
Uh, be watching the last round of the women's open golf at
So
St
what time
Andrews.
is it there?
Um, what is it, about 10 past, quarter past two, something like that.
Okay, so it's like 2:15,
20 past two.
20
Yeah.
after 2, okay. It's not like Dominic over there.
Now it's midnight for Dominic. But it's a public holiday tomorrow here as well.
Oh,
Summer bank holiday.
there's them damn blackbirds. I gotta go shoo them off again. They just keep arriving and arriving and arriving.
Are they blackbirds or are they starlings?
Damn birds.
Well, it is a bird feeder.
Yeah, but I don't like those kind of birds because they swarm, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what kind. I don't.
They're starlings, I think.
Yeah, starlings are more likely to be in a group than blackbirds. Blackbirds tend to be sort of individuals and in pairs. And the females are actually brown rather than black.
Oh, really?
For blackbirds, yeah. The males are black and the females are brown. Starlings are black with a like a silver speckle in them.
Here they come again.
Oh yeah. If there's food there, they'll keep coming back. Well, they're playing in typical Scottish weather today. It's very windy and it's raining on and off. Always gets me when it rains. The golfers carry the umbrella and the caddies have to carry the bag and get wet. And yet at the same time keep the clubs dry.
Great shot. Really important to remember. Sorry, traffic. Go ahead. We're going to the first. Should have been really a boo. It's not one of the booze and still. Put that nicely, giving about as well as she could do from that with the downward and the down slope. Give herself a chance of her. Nice done. World number one with a victory 12 months ago that probably with a little imposter syndrome when she went to Paris for the US side.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the garage door opener, watch him. If I go out and clap my hands, they really take off. Buggers. Little buggers. Anyway. Yeah, you're right, Don. They treat it like it's an open buffet for them. Yep, Sunday bird buffet.
I think Johnny's finished.
Is he?
Mm. Looks like it.
Here they come again.
Hmm.
You just keep coming and going. There's one. He must be the scout.
Hmm.
There's my little chipmunk right there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could do that. I'm thinking about it, taking the bird feeder down temporarily.
Hmm. That probably won't stop them. Not if you're throwing peanuts out because they'll just come for them instead.
That's what the Blue Jays.
Say the least. First, but
Blue Jays are a bit of a bully, aren't they?
Oh, yes, they are. They think they own the universe.
Mm.
I call them sky bandits. Because if it's something to be had, they think it's to be had by them.
Yeah. Mm.
What you doing? I would let you out, but you're just gonna go out and lay in the dirt. I don't want that. Because now she's having trouble with her ears. She's flipping her ears and stuff. And I think it has to do with that. You know, the mites and stuff that are out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna say check her for mites and what's it? Um, not fleas, whatever they call ticks. Mm.
Well, I used to have a flea collar on her. I probably should get another one.
Mm, I don't think flea collars are really all that effective, to be honest. You're better off treating them with something like frontline spot on, where you just put a dot of the liquid behind on the back of the neck where they can't get at it, and it soaks into the bloodstream, and the fleas don't like it, so they don't touch them.
Here, boo. You're not gonna like this either. This is called Proverbo KP. It's
Mhm.
for dogs.
Mm.
Come here.
With the Crown of the AIG reservation. Coverage of the AIG Woods of Fifth Brodsky by AIG. Welcome back to the AIG Woods of Fifth, of course, hosted here on the Golf Course at St. Andrews. Starting off with that first tee shot, directly behind you is the Royal and ancient clubhouse. And as you look down the first fairway, it is shared with the 18th. And as you walk up, you'll recognize it's a singular green. It's only one of 4 singular greens, and the rest are shared by the whole cluster.
Come here, me.
The first step
Here.
out towards the most exposed part of the golf course, where it does a little loop around, and then from there, as you're standing on the tee box, the home stretch. On the way back, you work the way where the outer bounds is all the way down the right. You've got that very pretty but unwelcome outer bounds, I would say. And then on the penultimate hole, 17, you've got the Old Course Hotel, of course, the Jigger Inn, where it's an iconic front row seat to some of the world's best go arching. And on the 18th, after the tee shot, you cross that Scottish Bridge, where the legends, fans, and spectators have taken their photos, created some precious memories.
Probably not gonna do any good because it's old.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. It expired on November of 2020, 2014.
10 years ago.
Yeah,
It might not work.
no. I put a little bit in her here though, just in case.
Valley, 2 seconds.
And Precious stayed asleep downstairs on the sofa all night and then came up this morning when it was time to get up and got on the bed.
Tractor Supply has what? Frontline? What is that? Is that a liquid or?
It is, yeah. Frontline spot on. It comes in a little pipette and you break the top off and just squeeze the liquid out onto the back of the neck so that they can't lick it.
Oh, so it's a topical for bugs and stuff?
For fleas and ticks, yeah.
I'll have to get some of that, give it a try. Cause
It's
she
called,
goes out and lays in the dirt,
yeah, it's called Frontline Spot On. And there's different ones for dogs and cats.
Let me take a look here. Tractor Supply.
You probably ought to get that on Amazon as well.
It's just they hold that they have the choice word at the right time. Iona, you just stare down this birdie coming in. Yeah, I think they're a great parent. They work so nicely together. Obviously, all of that, this right, that goal.
I think it's about, well, here it's about £8 or £9, so probably about $10 over there for 3 pipettes, and you just do them once a month. You just have to grab hold of the fur and lift it so that you can put the liquid straight onto the skin.
And it makes a lovely cologne.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hi.
Okay, so Frontline, it says,
It's one of the common ones that are used. Most of the vets here recommend using it.
pretty expensive,
Oh yeah, it's not cheap.
$65.
You what?
Yep,
For how many?
6 of them.
Good God.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Well, like that's one a month, so that'll do 6 months, which is basically all year because the flea season is only for 6 months of the year anyway.
Not bad is what we do. We get our stuff from the vet. We go to the vet. We used to get Trifexis, would take care of heartworm, fleas and ticks, and then something else. I forget whatever that disease is they could get from sniffing another dog's poop. Anyway, so now we get Heartgard and another one. So they take medicine and they never get any fleas. They actually ingest it, and it costs me well over $300 every, for 6 months.
Wow.
For the 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not cheap animals, are they?
Flea and tick
So it's
treatment.
so I pay over $50 a month for the 2 dogs, but then it includes heartworm and what the hell's that other disease they can get? They can pick up. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to get it. They don't socialize with other dogs. Just the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Not worms. No, it's a disease. So
All right.
But they're. We've kept them healthy. They'll be 12 years old in November, so they're doing all right.
Yeah.
Mine's a year older than that. It's 13 in November. Yeah.
Just what, your cat?
The dog's 13 in November and the cat's 13 as well.
Oh, what kind of dog you got?
Bull Mastiff.
That's pretty old for a dog that size.
It is. The internet said the life expectancy was 10.
Right.
Nobody told her.
I'm afraid my Shih Tzus are going to last longer than me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Still run and jump around like little puppies. They're almost 12. Like, all right, get old already.
Yeah. Well, she don't jump around as much now, but and she only runs in short bursts, but she still thinks she's young.
Yeah.
Mind you, don't we all? Until we actually try and do something.
You're not going to work, are you, Bill?
Going to my dad's.
Oh, okay.
Try to do every other Sunday.
How's your dad?
Coming
doing?
up, it's gonna be tough coming up. One of the managers is on a cruise to somewhere, Alaska or something. I don't know where he went. So I'm probably gonna be working a lot.
No, Ron went
Actually-
up for Alaska yesterday.
6 shifts with a double. So I don't know. That's why I'm gonna go on tonight. We'll see about next week. I have to work a double the following Monday. So, and all the leagues are, the summer ones are winding down and the fall ones are starting up.
Mm.
Apparently, I'm the only one that knows how to do any of the league work, so I got all that entry to do. It's a lot of work this time of year.
You have to train somebody up in doing it. Give yourself a break every now and again.
Yeah, I try. They all think, oh, it's so tough. Yeah, okay.
Oh God!
Training somebody requires being able to hire somebody. So
Are you
Still short.
having a hard time getting help, Bill?
yeah, right, yeah. Still can't hire. Still can't find good people. Can't find people, let alone good people.
You have a big turnover.
No,
People-
because we're not hiring, because we haven't been able to hire anybody.
Right.
It's hard to fire when you can't hire.
What
Yeah,
is-
but I mean, when they stay,
what's-
when you do hire someone, do they stay for a long time, or do they just get bored of it and leave?
I'm not about bored with it. You know, they're willing to jump for $1 an hour to some other
yeah, that's
job
what
or
I'm
whatever.
saying. What's the starting
Yeah.
wages?
Well, right now the starting wage is minimal because it's just gone up to $13 an hour in Florida. Next year will be 14, and the year after that is 15.
Yeah,
So
which is bugger all, really, when you think about it, isn't it?
it's not much. Oh, I don't know. When I started working, it was $2.35 an hour, so it seems like a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I started,
Anyway,
it was not a
no,
lot. either, but-
it's a lot. Sure, it's a lot. It's a lot for people that are working part-time jobs after school, or mothers, or people that want a part-time job during the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Full-time people can't get raises because we got to pay the starting wages way higher than their.
And hourly is no benefits, right?
Yeah.
Well, you get benefits if you're over 34 hours. You get benefits if you're over 34 hours a week, I believe.
Okay.
But nobody wants to work that anymore either.
I
No,
don't.
they don't. Right, Joe?
Hey, what's up?
No.
I
Nope.
think our benefits they come in if you work over 18 hours a week. I think.
Okay, socialist.
Yeah.
No, they got to decide whether they want the benefits or not. You know, you got to. Benefits aren't like the insurance isn't free. It's cheap if it's just for you, but then you add your wife to it, it jumps from being a couple $100 a month to nearly $1,000.
And it comes out of your wages. Yeah.
Well, yeah, pre-tax, but so what?
Yeah.
And then there's benefits to having just part-time jobs and jumping on the Obamacare,
Mm.
because it's the only cheap gaming town, because government fiddling with that caused insurance to double in cost in about 4 years, 6 years.
Wow.
You know, I used to be able to buy a great Blue Cross Blue Shield plan out of my pocket for $5 something a month for me and my wife.
Mm.
You know, actually a little less than that. Now, Obamacare claims it's $1,500, and it's a shell game. And we're going to give you this discount, but don't let your income go above such and such a number, because if you do, you're going to have to pay back all the money we fronted towards your ridiculously inflated insurance costs.
Good God.
So it's all belonging. But you got to have it.
Yep.
And I have a pretty decent Blue Cross plan, and yet my deductible on the MRI I just got last Tuesday was just shy of $600.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's,
Well, is it?
Yeah, if you're paying insurance for that, why the hell do you still have to pay that amount?
Because if you wanted it to cover it completely, insurance would probably cost a couple of grand a month because the MRI itself costs like $1,800.
Yeah, but that's the whole idea of the insurance, isn't it? If they're
Yeah,
not
but
willing-
having insurance doesn't wipe out the cost of the actual procedure and whatever plan you take. There's different plans. And
if they're not
whether
willing to take that risk, then they shouldn't be in the insurance company business, should they?
it's not a risk. It's they have to
Well,
stay
it's always
profitable.
a risk.
They have to stay solvent. If they don't stay solvent, you don't have any insurance.
The risk is
Because they're
whether-
not solving the problem. They're not solving the cost.
Yeah,
All they're doing is throwing government money at paying the bill.
yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, you'll have to come over here and have it done
That's,
then. It don't cost
that's
any.
like that's like the current alleged plan put out by the Harris campaign, talking about putting price fixing on food. Instead of fixing the problem that's causing the food to get more expensive,
Yeah.
they're going to force the producers to lose money, which is going to cause shortages because who's going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
No, you don't fix the problem. You just address it by taking taxpayer money and throwing it at the problem that you created. Whatever.
Yeah, and creating a bigger problem. Yeah, that's it.
You know, but that's never worked before. Nixon tried to freeze. There were shortages. Afterwards, there was a bounce back that caused incredible inflation. It doesn't work. It caused bread lines in Russia and other countries around the world. That's okay. That's
It's the
the
same.
problem.
It's the
Blame
same.
the grocers who are making like a 1.9% profit margin because they're price gouging.
Yeah, it's the same as COVID, isn't it? Everything went sky high during COVID because things were hard to get hold of.
Oh, there was no supply.
But when it finished and everything came back to normal, the prices didn't go back down again. They stayed where they were.
Yep.
Actually, they rose
In fact, yeah, they went up.
incredibly,
Yeah.
incredibly after that. Well, that's what overregulation and increases in energy costs. That'll do that.
Oh, yeah. Energy costs are ridiculous.
People don't understand.
I just got the bill from my last. I've been to the hospital 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months. The last time I went was on the 17th, and the total bill is $10,651.09.
Yeah, I've just spent 5 days in hospital and it cost me absolutely nothing.
Well, I have to pay $90 of it.
Everybody pays for it every day over there. It's you pay for it one way or the other.
I've paid for it in the past in my national insurance payments for my wages. Yeah, agreed.
Well, there's that. There's taxes and there's other sources of that.
But I don't pay national insurance anymore now on my works pension, and my works pension is below the tax threshold. I think my tax bill comes to about £100 a year.
Right.
And I don't get taxed on my invalidity. So I'm better off now than I was when I was working, which is stupid.
Yep. Which again is one of the reasons I can't get people to work.
And I haven't even reached my state pension age yet. Another 2 years for that. And then that'll be another £500 a month.
Again, the plan is it's like taking in a lot of antacid because you have a stomach problem. Instead of fixing the problem, you work on the
Symptoms, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of curing the ulcer.
Yep, absolutely. can't wait to see next year if someone wins. Not gonna extend the tax cut that saved me $2,400 on my tax the very first year it came out. That's gonna expire. The value of my house, because I bought it during the crash, has increased about $250,000. So now they're talking about an unrealized a capital gains tax on unrealized gains. So they're going to start taxing us on something I haven't sold.
Yep.
Where am I supposed to come up with that kind of 25 to 50, depending on blah blah blah? Well, why is the government entitled to a tax on an item I've owned that's increased in value? What kind of robber baron crap is that?
That is ridiculous. That.
No, it'd be one thing if they want to tax you. It's bad enough that they want to tax you on the sale of it. But now they want to tax you because you could sell it for such and such. And what happens when it crashes next year? They're going to give me my money back?
Yeah. Not much chance of that, is there?
No.
Hey, Joe, you haven't had any more nosebleeds, have you?
Not since the last one.
I mean, we don't
2
have.
in 3 days was enough.
We have property tax when you sell it, but only if it's worth more than a certain amount. And most people's houses aren't worth more than that. But we have council tax, which is for paying for all the amenities, basically, like your sewage and the roads and things like that, the police, the fire brigade. But that's based on the value of your house as it was sometime in the 70s.
Right.
So, and that's never changed. That costs me about, what is it now? Just short of £1,400 a year, which you pay for monthly. Which, for what we get, I mean, it pays for the dustbins to be emptied. It pays for the roads to be cleaned and maintained. It pays for the fire brigade, the ambulance, and the police. Not that they do a great deal, the police nowadays, but it's cheap for what it is, I suppose. Still, hi, Michael. JD.
JD, Michael. So, Bill, are you still trying to sell that motorcycle?
I haven't even tried. It's just sitting there.
Do you start it
need
up
to.
once? Do you start it up every once in a while, or what?
Yeah. Right now, I think been sitting outside. I don't know what happened to it. Somebody chewed on something. I got to. It's not running right now. It's running perfect, and then all of a sudden, now it's not running. So I bought another a full rebuild kit because I'm going to replace the things that I cleaned the last time. I had cleaned it out, kept all the original parts. Then I did a stage 1 kit, replaced the jets, and it was running beautiful. And then all of a sudden it stopped. So I think I'm going to take my float stick in one of the carbs. So I'm going to replace the floats and the float valves, everything. So it'll be all. The carbs will be brandy new, but and then just get rid of it.
What's that? $3 for a gallon of milk, Dusty. I wish ours was only $3 for a gallon of milk. We're paying that for half a gallon. It's what is it? Almost £2 for 4 pints of milk. And your gallon's not our gallon, but it's not far off.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Yours is a little bigger.
yeah. Yours is 3.8 liters, and ours is 4.5.
Oh, it's quite a bit bigger.
How far is it, Bill, to your dad's house?
Depends which way I go. This way, it's about 112 miles.
Wow. So it's
I
about an
decided
hour, 45 minutes or so?
That depends. Sometimes 2, sometimes hour and 45 is about as good as it gets, you know, depending on the traffic and whatever else. I decided to take the non-turnpike way today. Cost me about 10 minutes, saves me about seven something each way.
Yeah,
Saves
so
me 2
you
gallons,
save-
two gallons of gas.
you
2 gallons
save
of gas each way.
$15 in tolls, right?
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
yeah, something like that. Maybe 68. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Comes out automatically out of an account, but I should probably look at it.
We
Mm.
don't have any toll roads in Michigan.
No,
Yeah, Virginia Shin and that.
no, we do.
We've only got, I think, one toll road in the whole of the UK, other than private roads, which not many people use anyway. We have a few toll bridges.
This is I'm on I-95, right? This is the one. This runs all the way from, I don't know. I've never been to the bottom down. You know, somewhere down in Keys, all the way up to Maine.
Yeah, that's all
I
the
always-
way from one end of the US to the other end of the US, right?
I always thought Maine was on the east coast, the west coast.
No, Maine's the East
Oh,
Coast.
Yeah,
East Coast.
don't know why.
Mostly.
Through watching Jessica Fletcher, I think I always
Well,
assumed
the other thing
over
too,
that side.
a lot of people, if you don't live in the States, Bill probably,
Yeah, we don't.
Bill
yeah.
probably would understand what I'm saying is Washington State. Everybody thinks of Washington DC, which is on the East Coast.
Yeah, but-
Washington State's way out on the
The
West
west.
Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, Seattle's in Washington State, isn't it?
Yep.
Go get a drink, Tino.
Oh, was that the dog? I am glad. Thought somebody was dying.
He's choking on something over there. I don't know what he's choking on.
Yeah.
He must have ate something. Went down the wrong way.
Mm.
Man, it's pissing me off.
Won't give
I
him the
just typed this letter that I have to send out to people. And then I went to save it and it deleted on me.
Well, shake it. It comes back.
No, it can't come back.
Itchy.
It's gone. Hey, get you.
Yeah, but if you're using your iPad or your iPhone, you could just shake the phone that would say undo, delete.
Yeah, I don't have undo on a computer.
You do actually.
Well, I'm trying. I don't see undo. I got everything but.
That's terrible, Gitchy. The
It should be in the edit tab of whatever software you were writing it on.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's what I'm doing. Before I do anything else, I'm trying to find it. It was on OneDrive. It went on OneDrive. I didn't want it on OneDrive, and it deleted it off on me.
Did you see what Gitchy said is Camilla wants to put every major road be a toll road in the United States.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They got, and people need to see all this shit so they vote the right way.
I suppose you use the tolls for maintenance because, I mean, we actually have, that's what our car tax is for the highway maintenance.
No,
So
they're not going to use it
we
for
do
maintenance. They're going to use
effectively-
it to line their pockets.
we do effectively pay for it, but the more power and emissions your vehicle has, the higher your road tax is. And some of the newer ones, it's only like £20 a year because they've got such low emissions and that. But the normal cars are sort of like £300 a year. The high powered cars get to about £500 a year.
But that's triple tax. And I don't agree with triple tax. You're paying a gas tax.
Oh yeah, we always pay that,
You're,
but
and,
that
and you're paying a
That
road
goes-
tax.
yeah, the petrol that goes to the government though. That's
Well, yeah, but the government is us.
not to do with the highway maintenance.
Yeah, but it's us. The
Yeah.
highways are us. The government is us. So
It's
why
true.
should they add another tax on top of taxes just so that they can line their pockets?
Mm. Yeah.
I found it. I was able to find it. Thank you, Lord.
Good.
It went to the cloud. I got it in the cloud.
Uh-huh.
That would have been pissing me off. I wrote it just perfect. You know what I mean?
Now, Joe, be sure to pay your cloud retrieval tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably need that too.
Every cloud has a silver
The
lining.
cloud, that thing right. We put everything in the cloud that stays right above our head.
Mm.
That's what she said.
And
She
every
said
once in a
it
while,
goes to the cloud and it stays right above our head.
and every once in a while, that cloud will sprinkle.
She actually said that. She said, when you type stuff on the internet, it goes to a cloud and the cloud stays right above our head. Lord,
Yeah.
help me. She must dye her hair. It got to be blonde.
Slower. Then also the 9 on the 17th of the so right in 3 or 4 feet, it's still.
Gotta be careful what you
last
say about blondes, Joe. You'll turn them into a protected class.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So my
Yeah.
son was at the ER again last night.
They become an ethnic
Oh, he
minority.
was? He's not doing too good or what?
No, he started having chest pains again while he was working. The chest pains radiated to the arm and to the hand. And I think I might have figured something out for him last night. But he went there and they checked everything, troponin levels, everything's fine. Heart was fine, everything they could think, everything. And I'm talking to him, and Ron Lockwood came on some channel yesterday, might have been Arts for a minute.
He was on
Yeah, it was
that.
Arts.
Yeah.
And he said something about chest pains with a guy that he was dealing with, and the guy was taking iron pills. And when he said iron pills, I remembered back to when I was about 24 years old, about the same age, as Justin. And I was taking vitamins with iron and had chest pains. So I called him last night and I said, "Are you taking vitamins with iron?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Stop."
Mhm.
Loki. I said, stop doing it like that. Because I said, it gave me chest pains, the same thing you're feeling probably.
What did he say? Is he gonna stop?
He said, well, I haven't taken them in a couple of days. I said, but you were taking them. It builds up.
Yeah.
So they sent him home. They said, the problem is he went through this about 3 or 4 months ago, 4 months ago maybe, and he can go to work at the office, but he can't go on the street until he goes to a cardiologist. They got an appointment for him Monday morning, so you got to go to a cardiologist, and he's going to get cleared again because there's nothing wrong. They can't find it. They put him through a stress test last time, and he was on a 45% incline for 22 minutes and barely broke a sweat.
Mm.
No chest pains, no anything. So they say the heart is perfect. There's got to be something else. Check his blood levels, iron in his blood. Stop.
Well, it just goes to prove some people are not don't have an issue with that kind of a vitamin with iron and whatever, but
Yeah.
it could be genetics. It could be a fact that you.
Yeah, it bothered me.
Yep.
And
And
that's what
so
I told him. I said, it affected me. I know what you're talking about because it did the same thing to me. I was sitting at my desk in the Marine Corps here in New Orleans. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I started getting pain in my neck. And then it went right into the mid chest and started radiating down the arm. I looked over at the secretary that was there, and her name was Elvira, but we called her V. I said, V, do me a favor. And I was real calm about it. I said, do me a favor. She goes, what? I said, go get Doc. I said, tell him that I might be having a heart attack. Because I had just come from running and everything. And I sat there, and she freaked out. He come in, and they ran me over to medical. And with blood levels, the only thing wrong was the iron. Iron was sky high. That's what the doctor said. She said that she asked me if I was taking vitamins with iron. I said, sure. She said, stop. She said, it's actually poisoning you. So I'm hoping
but it
that's
gives
what
you
it is.
gives you a magnetic personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't. I wish I'd have had one with her because she was beautiful.
Yeah. Weird that because I'm on 3 iron tablets a day.
I'm gonna have to give him an allergy pill. I think it's the allergies bothering him this morning.
Could just be a hairball.
Out of curiosity, how does my audio sound, by the way?
Sounds good.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds okay.
That's huh. Because I'm just using the phone sitting there above the dash, so.
Yeah.
You're not picking up any road noise or anything?
No,
Not a
not at
thing.
all.
I'm getting
Funny,
more
you
dog
know what?
noise here than you're getting road noise.
Better audio quality than you get from your live streams sometimes.
Oh, and I used to stream in the Hyundai, when I was sitting on the dashboard. I used to constantly complain about all the road noise. Now I'm in this truck and nobody picks up anything. It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Better what's it? Better noise cancelling on the mic in the phone. Plus, probably the difference between using StreamYard and Zoom.
No, I don't know. It's good. That's a good point. Everybody's passing me. I'm keeping it a little slow today. Trying to see what kind of gas mileage I can drum up.
Or what was it expected? About 15?
No. This truck's supposed to get 18 in town and 25 on the highway, 26, I forget, 25 something. I just got the sticks, not the turbo. I got the
Yeah.
naturally aspirated.
Mhm.
I got 26 last time going on my dad's, but keeping it to 65 on the highway. Pretty impressive because that's all the Hyundai was supposed to get.
Well, 26 to your gallon is over 30 an hour, isn't it? Yeah, that is
I
good.
don't know. Yeah, no, it does well, especially considering the age of the truck and the mileage.
Mm.
I
My,
got a good,
my
got a good
Shogun,
one.
my Shogun used to get 18 around town and 22 on a run, and that was a 2.8 4-cylinder diesel turbo.
Yeah, this is a 3.5 liter six, just a naturally aspirated six.
Mm.
No turbo for me. Base truck back in 2016.
You don't
Apparently, got a good one.
You don't-
All original truck. Huh?
you don't need a turbo so much when it's a petrol rather than when it's a diesel.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it certainly increases your horsepower and your fuel efficiency.
Yeah, it does. but
And
The-
also shortens the life of your bed.
diesels tend to be sluggish though, without that extra kick.
And I went from that allegedly mid-size SUV to a full-size pickup, and I really haven't lost much in gas mileage. So I'm digging it.
It's probably not that much heavier
Hey,
because
get
you've
you.
got a lot of vehicle
Well, it's
missing,
quite a bit. It's quite a bit heavy.
is it?
Oh yeah,
Even though you've not got all that extra roof and windows.
yeah. Well, that vehicle is half the size of this one. Mark, come on now, be serious.
All right. Okay.
Plus this has a full box frame on it, full box steel frame motor that was 75% bigger, not more. Much bigger transmission. I understand what you're saying. I mean, especially this one because this is a regular cab, but
Yeah.
it's still 4,000 pounds versus 2,800.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's considerably bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. But got considerably larger seats in it for my considerably large ass. Kind of like that. This is set up with the tow package, so even though it's got the regular six, I can still tow allegedly 7,600 pounds. That's not so bad. I mean, if I had the turbo, I could do almost 12. I don't care. 76 is way more than I need.
Got a beefier diff.
Yep.
Mm.
Everything. Yep. That hurts the gas launch a little bit because it's got the 373 rear end on it instead of the 355. But it gives you a little better giddy up around town because it geared a little different.
Is it just an
But I
ordinary,
don't step.
ordinary
Huh?
2-wheel drive or 4-wheel?
This is just two-wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're in mud, you really don't need four-wheel in Florida.
Uh-huh.
You don't even really need front wheel in Florida.
Mm.
And my wife's little Hyundai Kona turbo gets 30 around town, so
Yeah.
I guess I haven't checked it. It's actually supposed to do a little better than that.
Mm. Well, that Seat Arona we had, which was a 7-speed auto, Volkswagen engine. It was only a 3-cylinder, 1 litre turbo with 115 horsepower, and that got 60 miles to the gallon.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, I'm very happy. My full-size vehicles tended to get 12 to 15 around town in the past, so doing 5 miles a gallon better than that, it's substantial.
Yeah. I mean, this Arona was like a mini SUV. It was, I don't know, I think it's based on the new Golf chassis, but slightly bigger and taller. It was a nice car. I think we had it for 3 years and only did about 7,500 miles in it.
In 3 years.
Yeah. But those 3 years were while COVID was on.
Yeah, it's not a lot. They say the U.S. the average is 12 to 15 a year.
Yeah, well, I mean, the UK average used to be 12,000 a year till petrol got so bloody expensive.
Right.
I mean, you all complain about your cost of petrol, but ours is like £1.35 a litre.
Oh.
So
Yeah, but you got free. But you got free healthcare.
yeah. Yes.
What would
So
your
it
fuel
cost,
be without the taxes on it?
without tax, probably a hell of a. It's about 70% tax, I think, on fuel.
I'd say at least that.
Yeah. But I mean, that works out at like over £6 a gallon. Which is what? Yeah. I suppose with your gallon and the exchange rate, it's probably at least $7.50 for one of your gallons. So that's probably twice the price you're paying into it.
Oh, sounds like an economic restriction of our freedom of movement.
Yeah.
How much more would it cost me to visit my dad if I had $7.50 gallon gas?
Yeah, hell of a lot.
So $7.50 a gallon, I'd be in my wife's car right now, and she would have taken my truck to work.
Yeah.
Where's your wife work, Bill?
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Is that reasonably close by?
About 8 miles.
That's not bad.
Port St. Lucie's a big town, size-wise.
Yeah.
It's pretty spread out. They don't have high rises. Got 200. I think we're up to 230,000 people now, but they're spread out.
Wow.
I worked in the centre of Manchester, and from my house, which is kind of like classed as suburbs almost,
Okay, Gitchy, have a great day.
it was only
Very
3.5
good.
miles.
I'm not sure about that 230. It's been rising. We're well over 200 now. Oh, great. This is exciting. This will hurt my gas.
Yeah. I used to go to work on the motorbike. It used to take me 11 minutes to get there and about 3 hours to get home. Because you can't just go straight home when you're on a motorbike, can you? You've got to go for a ride.
Oh, God. What's going on up here? Okay, all you rubbernecks, come my stream.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, that, isn't it? The accident's on the other side of the road, and yet yours is the one with the traffic.
No, it's here.
No, is it on your side?
No, it's on this side. Yes, it is. I have to try to get into the left lane now.
Was the lane blocked?
See if somebody will let me in. Somebody let me in. Look at that. Wow, that's unusual.
You're in a big.
Yeah.
Always easier to get into another lane when you're in something huge.
No, this isn't going to be so bad. We'll be through this in a minute.
Well, it looks like the right lane's moving pretty good right now.
The right lane.
Yeah, the one
The
you
right
left.
lane's got an ambulance and
Oh, okay.
some others. I don't know if somebody had a heart attack or what. I don't see smashed up vehicles. Not yet. Yeah, they're putting the guy in the back of the ambulance as we speak. Why? Which is why everybody is going so fucking slow. There's no reason for us to be stopping. That's funny. Can we go, please? Okay, he's in the ambulance. Let's go. Oh, there was an accident. Oh, here it is. Now you're going to get to see it. Just be on the sheriff's vehicle here. Wow. Look at that. A Mini Cooper. Or Cooper Mini, whatever.
Oh, you mean a BMW? Yeah.
Kaboom.
Whatever it is, it's even smaller than it was a little while ago.
Yeah, the original Mini Coopers were made by Austin and then Leyland, but the new Mini Coopers are made by BMW.
All right, let's put the cruise control back on. Well, fortunately, that was nothing. It didn't look like anybody died, so.
How much farther you got to go, Bill?
I don't know. Too far. I've been listening to you guys. I haven't really been paying attention. A ways. Get back in the right lane because, like I said, I'm doing the whole gas. You know what? I'm about to say screw it. Bring it up to 75. A ways. I've been doing the turnpike so much, I forget the mile marker to get off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going up to 95. I'm only on 95 for 60 some miles because then I get on 192 and I'm on that for like another 30 something miles. Whereas if I take the turnpike, it's more straightforward. Once I get on, I'm on the turnpike all the way until I get to Kissimmee. And from there, it's only a couple miles south. Whereas this one, once I get off the interstate, I still got 45 minutes to go, so 50 minutes. So, but it's free. And it really, some days it doesn't take any longer to go this way. It all depends on the traffic. So I guess it's worth it to give up 10, 15 minutes or sometimes 5 minutes or no minutes say $15 round trip. We'll
Mm.
see. If I want to get home in a hurry, I always take the turnpike. But still, how much is that saving me? Mileage wise, they're almost the same. They're within 4 miles of each other. Tell you the truth, I don't know. I don't know. As soon as I see a sign from Melbourne, I'll give you a better idea.
Oh, you want to visit Dominic?
No, Dominic hasn't been here today.
No, he won't be early.
He said he would see the sign for Melbourne. That's where Dominic lives, Melbourne.
Yeah. Yeah. It may not be the same.
Possibly. Yeah.
I think I've driven a little over 50 miles so far in this trip, so figure 57. Still got 70 miles to go.
Wow.
Takes me about
60 or 70. Yeah.
takes me
Hey,
about
John.
10 or 15 minutes walking to go and visit my mum and dad. But only half a mile away.
So Joe, what's your plans for the day?
I gotta send out all these damn letters to these people. I don't feel like doing it. I got 27 letters to send out, and half of the people haven't sent me emails. I gotta find them on Venmo and send it to them. It's hard. This is the hard part. Getting everything set up. I might just put a thing out there. Please send me your email so I can send you your web pages.
Hmm.
'Cause it's easy after that, you know.
Oh, so the letters you've done are not for sending by email, they're for printing out and handing to the kids.
No.
No.
It's easy to send them to the mothers or email. I don't want to send them. I don't want to give it to the kids.
He,
That has the passwords and the websites, so they
He's-
can give it to everybody else. You know what I mean?
he's given the bill directly to the person that's going to pay it. That's mom.
Well, it's paid already.
Yeah,
I
but you
just
must
need
know
to give them their website.
you must know the email in that case.
No, a lot of them pay me on Venmo, and they never send me an email.
Oh, it doesn't show you the email address on Venmo, does it? Like it does on
No.
paper.
No.
Yeah.
If it did, I'd be good. You know.
Yeah.
I've never used Venmo.
Neither have I.
Hey Joe, you going to watch it for a minute? I'm going to run an errand.
Oh, go ahead. I'm here.
Keep Bill company, will you?
Okay.
If that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah. Keeping him awake.
Figure a little less than an hour I'll be there. Well, maybe an hour. I guess an hour.
I've got to drive the other side of town and then pick up something at Sam's Club and come back.
Donuts.
That problem. What the shit? I never seen that before. I just opened up Word from one computer to the other one, and it come out look like it's Japanese.
Our supermarket's closed in half an hour.
Melbourne, 20 miles. So, yeah, about an hour. I'll be there. So,
Did I tell you I used to be an overseas member at Kissimmee Golf Club? Never actually went and played it, but I was a member there. Because it was free.
It's just time consuming because you got to go through 3 steps to each one of these things.
Mm. Big cake.
This is gonna be a fun day. I don't know if I'm gonna do all this today. Like I said, I might just put it on the website. Send me an email. You know. I know what I might do. Might put it out there, but say, here is your website address. Send me your email with the password you would like on there, and I'll put it on. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm doing my passwords. Too much work. I usually do a password and keep track of it in case I got to get into it. You know.
Morning, gents.
Hi, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Joe. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Rob.
Mr.
Hey.
Murray.
Yeah, I'm just running an errand. I'll be back.
Yeah, you're all right.
I made you co-host too, so all you guys are co-hosts.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
I go on to the
Oh.
pub in, I'll become co-host.
Cohorts.
Mm-hmm.
Are you off, Bill?
Huh? Am I off?
Are you
Yeah,
off?
I'm off. Yeah. Yeah.
Where,
It's like
where-
at least next couple of weeks. Sunday will be my only day off, so try to
No.
take advantage of that.
where you driving to?
My dad's.
Ah,
I
okay.
go up there. We just basically hang out and go have lunch.
Is he all right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. But
I haven't seen him in a while.
yeah, he's 83. He'll be 84 in December.
Wow.
That's fine. Doing fine. Yep.
Kind of the opposite
Yeah.
of my dad, though. Your dad doesn't seem to know when to stop spending money. My dad
Yeah, I
just
know.
won't. My dad just won't spend money.
Yeah, I got to keep tabs on him because when I'm not paying attention, he buys another vehicle. But
Yeah.
Oh, he's at that age, bloody let him.
nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, not much. My dad just turned 89 the other week.
Wow.
I mean, just to be clear, this is my stepfather, right?
Yeah, we know.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Now my dad stopped spending money a long time ago.
Mm.
Passed away when he was my natural father. He passed away when he was 48 years old.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's no age at all, is it?
So I can't expect longevity based on this guy.
Yeah.
Actually, Bill Ronayne, the grandfather, he was only 54. I'm doing good at 63, baby.
Oh yeah.
Are you doing all right?
Mm.
I wish there was something interesting I could point out to you guys on this trip, but not so much.
No.
Yeah, there's a tree and another tree. on a lamppost on a tree.
Huge Ford dealership there. That's exciting. This is Palm Bay area. One of the biggest Harley dealerships in the country is in this little stretch here.
Just gonna disappear for a minute while I take this phone call. I'm going to try the the hold one instead of the close.
Excuse me, sorry. What are you up to today, Joe? Going flying?
I'm hoping to go flying a little bit, but it was raining earlier, but I got to send out these emails to all these customers to make sure they get their websites today. So I don't have to deal with that anymore this year, hopefully.
Yeah. What are you flying nowadays?
It'd be either Mavic 3 or the Avata 2. I really need to take the Air 2S out and fly it.
What do you think of that Avata 2 compared to the first one?
Well, I like them both, but the Avata 2, I flew 87 flights in a month and a half with the first one before I crashed it into that pole. And then I've flown about 35 with the other one. And I like it. What I like about it is that I could take it out. I could fly a little 3-4 minute flight, bring it back, do everything I want in 3 or 4 minutes, do a little one-shot video and have it up in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little 2 to 3 minute video and it's real easy to put up. But then I'll get out there with the Mavic 3 and like the other day I went to Gust Island, which is a little place here in Madisonville area. And I figured, well, summertime, it should be really pretty today. It was, everything looked real good. And I flew that and it took me about 30 minutes of flying to get the video I wanted. And then I came back and about 20 minutes worth of putting the video together and I figured out the music real quick. And I was able still to get up within an hour after getting home.
Wow.
But the Mavic 3 is crazy. Actually,
Yeah,
that day
yeah.
I did the Mavic 3 in 2 different places, and then the Avata in another place. Avata 2.
The Maverick 3, but I haven't got the Avata 2. I got quite a few of the Avata ones, but I just didn't see the I didn't see the point in the upgrade.
Well, only reason I got the upgrade is because everybody was trying. Johnny Drone Flyer, Johnny Alfonso, he was trying to get me to go manual, and I told him I'm not being peer pressured in the manual. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody laughs about it. You know, and when they came out with this one and said easy acro, that was the kicker because I could be flying and do a flip, and I don't have to be and I don't really care about the flip. To be honest with you. I don't have to be in manual to do it with this drone. So I actually put out a video. It said Captain Joe America's drone ride. And it's got AI music saying that I'm doing easy acro mode, no need for manual, all kind of stuff in it.
Okay.
And I played the song as I flew it. So as it was telling me what was going on, I was doing that.
Mm. Are you gonna get the I don't know whether
The
it's
Neo.
the Maverick 4 or the A3X or
I'm gonna look and see about the 4, but I'm happy with the 3.
yeah.
They got to blow my socks off on the 4 for me to spend that kind of money.
Have you got
I'm
the
more interested in that little Neo coming out, just so
Have
I
you
can
got
sit
the
here and
A3?
fly it in here.
Have you got the A3 as well?
No, I got the
Oh.
Air 2. See, I bought the Air. I had the Air. My first drone was the Air 2. I flew like 6 flights with it, and somebody in the drone community was selling them their Air 2S, and sold it to me for $750 with like 3 batteries, and I sold the Air 2 for $750. So
Oh,
I actually got extra batteries and got a better drone.
yeah.
And I was flying it for about 3 months, and the gimbal started giving me problems. So that made me mad that I bought it. I would rather have my Maverick 2, my Maverick Air 2. And I contacted DJI and they said, yeah, fixing the gimbal is usually about $100. And I said, okay, let me send it to you. So I sent it to them and they said, yeah, it was the module that was going out. And they sent me a whole brand new drone.
Wow,
You know,
really?
so I had a brand new drone for $106 more. And I think I've flown it 15 times now. You know, so it's brand new.
Yeah,
And I love it. I love the Air
What
2S.
the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah, I like the Air 2S. I
Yeah,
skipped
I
on
love flying the Air 2S.
I skipped on the Maverick 3, the Air 3, but I'm looking now to get the next one.
Yeah. The Johnny's got the Air 3. And I have actually flown his, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It was right after I flew the Mavic 3. I flew the Air 3S, Air 3, and it felt to me like the same drone.
Yeah,
It's got
yeah,
the same kind of power. It's just got the
yeah.
same kind of. It just feels the same. So it's like I would love to go to an Air 3S, but again, like I said, I got the 2S and it's 15 flights on it, so I'm good. Now my batteries, the two batteries I had, the two batteries that two batteries that came, two out of the three, three batteries actually, three batteries that came with the drone started swelling. The one that he sold me started swelling
Yeah.
not that long afterwards, just a little bit of swelling. And so I still had two of mine. So I sold one of mine. So he gave me two batteries, and I actually flew the ones with the swollen batteries a couple of times. It didn't swell that much, but it's starting to swell. So now I don't use them at all. And Johnny had sold his Air 2S and was going through stuff and found a brand new battery. So he gave it to me. So I've got three batteries with it. But I got to actually, after yesterday talking, I think I'm going to take these two batteries and get rid of them today because I got them in the house here and I don't need them here.
Yeah, I think you heard me say yes. I got batteries
Yeah.
which have swelled, but they've all
And
seemed to happen in the last 2 weeks.
right. And I don't really think I need to have five batteries with that drone because I'm not going to sit out there and fly five batteries with it, you know.
Yeah,
The three batteries will probably be good.
yeah, that gives you over an hour's flight, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I'm still getting 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah,
If I get a 15, 20-minute flight, all I need is 15, 20 minutes to do what I want with it. Because every time I go, I don't fly that much for fun. It's fun flying, but I go out there and I have a plan by the time I get to someplace. Like if I'm going to Pearl River, I know I want to get low on the river with the drone, no matter what drone it is. I want to go under the overpasses if I can, because that way I'm not dealing with the traffic and it looks good. I want to do stuff with the houseboats, you know, like orbits or even little pans on it. The train bridge, I want to at least get a good couple shots of it. And if it's like the Avata 2, fly through it because I'll fly through the train bridge with it. I've done that. And I love to get top downs on it. And then maybe a little orbit coming back the other way. So I already have planned in my head what I want. And that's all little 17, 20-second clips.
yeah.
So by the time I go through all my clips, I might be 10, 12 minutes into the flight because I just keep it in the flow. So then I might have 50% battery. I could take my time and get back.
The problem I'm getting into now is, like last Thursday we did a photo shoot on like tree surgeons. We done a photo shoot for them, but I got 12 different cameras from that shot now. So that's like 12 memory cards I've had to, download and everything else.
Right.
But, I don't know, I need to try and streamline things a bit. Yeah, that's a lot of footage then to go through.
Yeah, a lot of times you gotta try to figure that out.
Yeah,
Gotta get a workflow. You know what I mean?
you know, we're using GoPros and then big cameras and Avadas and Inspires and then you know A2Ss and it's just all over the place.
Right.
Everything with a different color profile so that the editing doesn't look the same right the
Well,
way through.
the only good thing is it's all DJI. We put exactly the same ND filter on everything,
Mm,
you know. So yeah, it pretty much matches up. But it's all the downloading of everything and the going through individual of each. Um,
mm.
you know, each camera, each photo, each video. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know why we use so many. You know, there's three different drones there. There's the Maverick 3, the A2S, and the Inspire 2,
Mm.
all on the same job.
All covering different angles though.
No, they were all put up separately.
All right.
Going.
Yeah, that kind of makes less sense when all you should
Yeah,
do is just change your battery and put the same drone back up so that
exactly. And then you're only
it's all
dealing
the
with,
same. Yeah.
yeah. No, I like, yeah, throw an FPV drone in there because, you know, we did get some really close up, you know, in and out and all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
And do you mind a GoPro on the top of yours, Joe, or anything? You know,
No, I
Nevada?
don't. I don't put anything on. Might put that duck shoot flipping the bird. You know.
Mm.
What's the price of this new Neo then? Anybody know?
They're saying what I heard this morning was that the the drone with one battery is going to be $199. For
Okay, is that
$329, you get the drone, the 3 batteries, the motion controller, and the charging hub for $329.
and what
So
was the last
for
thing you said?
129 more, it's worth getting it.
Yeah. But
So I'll probably swing on a 329 for it.
and what do you say was that? Is the drone 3 batteries, motion controller?
And extra props and things like that. And the prop
Okay.
guards.
What do you do about goggles then?
Well, the goggles 3 that I use for the so
They
it's a
will
new
attach
Action
to it,
3.
right?
I have an Action 3, the motion control. I have it. I have
Okay.
the motion 3, but I'm thinking it'd be better to buy the Flymore with that one, so that motion 3 goes with that drone only, and it's
Yeah.
bound to that drone only.
Yeah.
You know, so when I start that motion up, it's going to go to that drone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
The
a pain in
goggles,
the
I
ass
just have to
swapping.
flip.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass swapping them all the time.
And if it doesn't come with a bag, I don't know if it's going to have a bag in that. I've got the Air 2S, Air 2 bag in the back, everything. I could we use one of those. That one I'm not buying a case for. I'll just put it in the bag.
Yeah.
That way I could just grab it with me. And if it has the camera, it's supposed to be level 1, like 17, 18 miles an hour. If it has the camera that it says it has, shoot, that sucker will be with me everywhere I go.
Really?
You know, if I'm not going to fly the drone, it's going to be with me because I could just take it out, you know?
It's not like a gimmick then, is it? It's going to be an actual decent drone then, you think?
It's supposed to be able to go manual. supposed to go easy acro. If you don't want to fly it with anything, you can press a button and it'll fly on its own and follow you around.
Oh,
And
yeah.
have a damn
Like
good
that.
camera.
Like that hover one thing.
Yeah, and it's supposed
And if
to
you
have,
have a DJI mic, you can sync it to DJI mic. So you could have you could be talking on right directly to it.
Oh,
And yeah, directly to it and doing
Nice.
vlogs and everything else. So everything you want to do. I told Johnny, I said, we might have to get a DJI mic, have it
Oh,
hovering
yeah.
around us while we're flying and do that.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. I have.
So I'm looking forward to this. You know, because like I said, at the very least, I can sit in here on bad days and fly it around here and chase my 3 dogs, you know.
Yeah. I thought it was more of a gimmick. I didn't realize it was
Yeah, I
such.
thought it was gonna be a gimmick thing too.
Yeah, I
But
didn't realize
it
it was
sounds
such.
like it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
it sounds like it's going to be a really updated version of what the Tello was.
Yep.
Ah, okay. And it's under the
There's that
two,
mini Avata too they're talking about. It's coming up.
it's under the 250 gram, isn't it?
About
One-
130 odd.
135.
Wow. And what's the top speed? Have they said?
Oh, God knows.
35 miles an hour.
Anything bigger than a 10-mile-an-hour wind will probably blow it off course, though.
No, well, it
Well,
won't. If it
they're
does,
saying 17 is it's gonna be good to 17 miles per hour, but in sport mode, I think that might be in manual mode. Manual might be 35 miles an hour. But if you get that little sucker going 17 miles an hour, 6
Yeah.
inches, 8 inches above the ground, you're probably gonna wind up on the ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just put it to you this way. If I was flying that one the other day at 17 miles an hour and I came around that corner and hit that tree branch, I wouldn't have just bounced off and been able to maintain.
No.
That sucker would have been on the ground somewhere.
I think the only obstacle avoidance, it might not even have that, is going to be the downward.
I gotta be fair
See,
though.
Bill, you need to be doing a hyperlapse right now of them
No, no.
clouds. Those clouds will look good.
And it's going to have return to home as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, got all of that.
I don't know. That seems hard to believe. 35 miles an hour at 135 grams. You know, like it farted when it passed by you. I think at that speed, you know,
I'm telling
it'd
you.
be
Yeah, well,
gone.
The Tiny Hawk can do that kind of speed, and it only weighs about that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if it can handle, I don't know. What was the wind rating? Did you say the wind rating, Joe?
Level 1, 17 miles per hour.
Yeah, I think it's that at maybe 5 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because the power of your motors is handling the wind versus
Yeah.
going forward. You know.
Yeah, I'm hoping
they
it
could-
shocks us all.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
yeah. How long's a battery last fighting 17 mile an hour winds at
Yeah.
15
Well,
miles an hour?
Yeah, they're saying we're going to get 16 to 18 minutes out of it.
Right.
But I'm thinking if it's fighting 17 mile an hour winds, you might get 10 minutes.
Hi, Joby.
Maybe. Yeah.
So we're
I'm
not doing any
interested
range
now
testing.
because I've heard it's going to work. Isn't it going to work with the V2 goggles?
No, just the V3s.
Nah, it'll
V3
work
is in
with
motion.
The goggles 3, yeah.
The goggles
I got
3
V-
and
If it comes around
In
that
the
they
motion.
update it, you can use it with the V2. Then I would consider buying it because that's all I got. I got the V2s with my POS.
Mm.
So
I quite like the POS. I do.
yeah, me too. I haven't flown it in a while. I should have brought it with me today. My Mini 2 is sitting next to me actually in the seat in case I feel like throwing it up.
yeah.
You know, because that's like you said. That's like with that little drone. It's kind of like your penis. You know, you take it
Yeah.
everywhere you go. You're probably
You don't-
not going to use it. You're probably not going to use it, but you know, just in case, you might whip it out. You know.
That's right. That's a good. I got to remember that.
Yeah, you might get lucky.
Well, I don't know. We're 60 some years old. You might just have to pee.
Yeah, I like that. I see it would be, I think it would be cool to take with you, especially like in my case, when I do some press work sometimes, I take the Mini 3 Pro. I got a Scotty's case that fits right on my strap. And then I keep, speaking of peeing, here comes Justin. And I put the two little battery clips, and then I've got 3 cases on my strap in my front with the controls and everything. Now, if I could go out to Mardi Gras and I'm shooting stuff, and I could carry that little drone with me on my side, that little pack,
Yeah,
and then all I got to do is take it out, hold it in my hand, take it off, do what I'm going to do, and put it back.
yeah,
That
that
is so
would
much
kill it,
better.
that would.
That is
And
so much
it's
better.
so small and light that if something bad happens, you're probably not going to hurt anybody or cause any problems, or
Right.
No, exactly.
you know.
You know,
The
that's what I'm
the
thinking.
props are all
Don't forget
guarded.
that if you want to see what it's actually filming, you're gonna have to take the goggles with you as well. So
Yeah.
you end up with more stuff than just taking the Mini 3.
Well, if you have you're going to have the goggles. So if you got the goggles on, that's going to be the difference. But you could take the goggles and turn them on, and you should be, if you're not going crazy forward with it, you should be able to fly it, with the motion controller without the goggles. So you might, or
Yeah.
use the picture in picture. That way you got your visual, you can see around you, you got your visual of people, and you can still see.
I don't know if I'd like to fly it without the goggles, though.
At the moment, they're not talking about making it compatible with the RC2.
No, but it's RC3.
What's
The
the
new one coming out, the
RC2?
RC3.
The
And you
RC,
can fly it, supposed to be able to fly it just with your phone too.
yeah, the RC2 is the Mini 4 Pro controller.
Okay, the one
small-
with the screen.
Yeah.
That'd be different.
Yeah.
Said you're supposed to be able to fly it with your phone. It's exactly like the Tello.
Oh, hey, Justin, sorry, mate.
What's that?
Yeah.
I didn't see you come in.
It's
It's a newer version.
It's an upgraded Tello, but yeah,
But you couldn't. Yeah, it's quite a bit upgraded.
better camera
And you can fly it with a set of
Controller.
goggles.
and the goggles. Yeah,
Because I heard something about they were on about doing a box goggles, were they at one time? Or something? I don't know.
oh, they did box goggles years ago.
Ah, yeah, with the Phantoms, didn't they?
Yeah, the Inspire ones as well had them. Despite what Paul will try to convince you of.
Yeah, because the goggles that disappeared when Paul bought that Inspire turned up the other day, and he
Paul-
refused
Yeah.
to believe that he'd ordered them with anything.
Okay, so Paul bought an Inspire one about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, something
A
like
little
that.
while back. They were missing. It was missing the chart. He bought it off a guy off of eBay. It was missing the charger, and it was
Right.
missing the box goggles that were supposed to
Yeah.
come with it.
You got box goggles. You were the
The box goggles just showed up like a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
Now you're talking 4 or 5 months after this. He went back and forth with eBay over this. Paul
Yeah.
returned the drone, got a full refund.
Yeah,
The
and then arrived.
then the
the
goggles
goggles
just
show
showed up because the guy sent them separately. Paul sat and argued with us for an hour saying, I would never have bought a drone that came with FPV goggles. I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
what in the... But we all remember the conversation like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, but he doesn't remember any of it. He was
And,
arguing with us about it.
The fact that you lost it, and he said that when it arrived, the label was torn and there was somebody else's name on a label underneath it, which is probably the guy.
Yeah,
who
that's what
bought it off.
that's what I said.
I didn't realize they done goggles with the Inspire one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were the
DJI
old ass. They were
would-
big, bulky box goggles.
Yeah.
I mean, they were bulky as shit. It looked like having a refrigerator on your face.
Yeah. Like the Phantom ones we were just talking about, Mag.
Yeah, the same ones.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
ones
Paul,
with plastic type helmet that they hinged up from.
But Paul
Yeah.
argued with us for like an hour about that. But
Yeah.
we all remember it. And he's saying he never even bought the drone.
Yeah, he did.
He's saying that the last time he owned an Aspire was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
He swears up and down he didn't buy an Inspire.
And yet,
Let's hope he remembers he's got a live stream going while he's running around town right now.
he actually
Yeah.
put a video on his channel of him flying it from his back garden.
Yeah, I remember that. Because he was testing out the props, remember? Because
Yeah.
he wasn't sure. He was very unsure if he had them on the right.
Yeah, the right way down. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, we're not all having a Mandela effect. We all remember that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, look. He can't remember that, but he sure can remember getting those Diet Pepsis and those crispy, those donuts, those Boston creams.
Yeah, he won't forget those.
Yeah, you won't forget that.
And another couple of tubs of ice cream, probably.
You saw how much ice cream he had yesterday? Like a
Yeah.
big salad bowl.
Well,
I mean, I'm not talking about a salad bowl like regular. It was like a salad bowl you toss the salad in to give to people. To
right.
mix it out.
Yeah.
Like a sucker was like that big around. Like,
So, like half a gallon of ice cream in a bowl. Yeah.
Then he wonders why he's stopped up all the time.
Well, that's how you get the stream for long periods of time. You don't have to get up and go. That's a stream prep.
Yeah.
You do
people
that too?
prep for people
Hey,
doing their
Bill.
prepping for their lifting and different things. Well, yeah, that's a stream prep.
Yeah, I
Me?
do that too.
No, I just shit my pants Actually, I'm proud of myself for not having to stop just going to my dad.
That's good.
That's a concern.
You see, 120 miles, if I would have taken the fluid pill this morning, at
It's
120 miles, I'd had to stop 4 times.
It's 112, I think. Actually, it's 108 the one way and 112 the other way. So I think it's 112.
I am
112.
I am glad I don't have that problem yet, even at 65.
What problem is that?
I don't get up during the night to go pee.
Oh.
And I can
You just
sit,
wet,
I
you just
can
wet your
sit-
bed.
and I can sit in a pub and get through 10 pints without going to the toilet.
Oh, wow.
How's it going, Donald?
Not wrong with my
Are
blood.
you on the silent treatment again?
Is he talking to them?
Ah, I said hi to you like
Donald.
twice, and you're just looking at the camera like, you just
I just don't like you.
like,
Yeah.
Watched your new video earlier.
oh, the
Mhm.
one with the drop pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. It was short.
Is it what?
It was short. I expected it longer.
All those videos are short.
That's just some wieners that are longer.
Ask me about my wiener.
The first one was longer.
What, your wiener? What are you guys talking about?
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
never.
Donald's
Video.
See, yeah, my disclaimer's up. I want to make sure.
They're all around 40 seconds. Well, the jingle's a little bit longer.
Donald's been putting fisheye videos out last couple.
I'm
days.
sorry. They can't all be longer than the last one. Where would it stop?
True.
Do a 10-hour long jingle that just keeps repeating itself.
Well, the idea of time dilation, it never started. Hey, and it never stopped. It never ended. It just is. Hey, these are attractive clouds, aren't they?
I'd like to do a hyperlapse with those. I think it'd be cool.
Wow, you guys are talking
Oh.
about sexual. Like to rub those clouds.
You had to make it dirty. Huh?
Soft
I could
and
see my,
fluffy.
I could see my files right there in that third cloud from the left,
Innit?
up in the cloud.
Yeah. Soft and fluffy.
Hollow claw.
And
Wish some people to go away. I don't want to review your products.
I do.
You
That-
are.
Go on. That one's crap.
I tell you, I bet I
That
got
fell apart.
30 or 40 emails.
I've only got
I got Banggood, Maker Fire, Wish, EcoFlow.
EcoFlow will be handy.
Yeah. Anchor. There's a bunch of them that is.
As long as you don't have to send them back after you've done the review, it's fine. Or even buy them first.
Yep.
No, I haven't even answered them.
Mm.
You know, they've just written me saying, "Oh, you know, would you be interested in solid reviewing our products?"
I never noticed that solar farm over there. There's a solar farm on the right. Never even noticed that before. What the hell that's for?
Human for solar.
And all the drones I've been offered are the cheap, shitty ones, like.
Yeah. The ones that Marcus keeps doing reviews on.
Yeah. You know, some of them are all right, but yeah, I just haven't got the
Dude,
time to be
Temu's-
doing that.
Timu's full of nothing but junk, dude. Cheap Chinese junk.
Yep.
Sorry?
So Timu's full of nothing but cheap Chinese junk.
What
He
is
doesn't need Chinese junk. though.
That's not true. It's got some expensive Chinese junk too.
The Temu or
some of them?
Temu,
The MJX
technically-
ones and the Faith 2s and 3s, they're actually not that bad.
well, technically it's called Temu.
But they're priced so high that you're just better off buying a DJI. If they were half the price, you know, yeah, they'd be cracking.
Have you heard have you actually listened to their commercials? They actually pronounce it Temu.
The what, sorry?
Everybody, they actually pronounce it Temu,
Oh, yeah, it's
but everybody's been calling it Temu for like the last 2 years,
it's Temu.
and they just now came out and started correcting people.
That's all right. Everybody's always called IKEA, until IKEA started doing their adverts on TV and calling it IKEA.
No.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to get people to call it that though, like they were trying to change the name though.
Yeah, I
But-
just had an idea for a review stream. You guys keep saying Chinese junk. Well, there could be a review stream called Chinese junk, and a guy sits on a Chinese junk out in the water and reviews products.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. At least
Yeah.
make it look like we'll have a good green screen.
Yeah, Chinese junk.
Yeah.
That's I think. Oh wait, I just gave my idea out there. Don't anybody use it.
Yeah, Chinese junk on Chinese
that's
junk.
definitely $100. That's $100 idea.
That's
I mean, you could say that without insulting anybody. You know, I'm actually on a Chinese junk.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys ever been on a Chinese junk? I'd like to hear that story. you, Mark.
Right?
No,
Close the door. I'm sorry.
no, never been to China.
Been that drunk.
Chinese drunk? What?
Oh,
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
on a Chinese drunk.
Yeah, that Chinese beer.
No,
Who hasn't been on a Chinese drunk?
didn't you say Chinese junk? I said I've never been that drunk.
Oh, I got it. All right.
One drone I have been looking at though is that the Fimi 3.
Another Chinese girl I worked with, I wouldn't minded.
Oh, 2 points of view of Donald. It's interesting.
Donald has more than one point of view.
There. Yeah.
Is the dog going back today then?
Yep. Is she gonna miss me? Yep. Did she get spoiled? Uh-huh.
Mm.
She got spoiled a little bit. Say hi to people. She's like, I don't know what you're showing me.
They're gonna come back. We're here to pick the dog up. Oh, she ran off. We don't know what happened to her.
Oh no, I'm ready for her to go home.
Make some of this
And she will be happy to see her people. At least one of her people.
I mean, one of them.
Her mama. Apparently, when she's out of town and staying with the guy, they have a hard time getting her to eat. And so they're like, yeah, you'll probably have a hard time getting her to eat anything. No, perfectly relaxed and eating here and being good. Act like she just goes crazy when she's left alone with him.
Telling me that, in other words, he probably mistreats her.
No, he probably just ignores her.
That's one of the two.
Yeah, he's just not a dog person.
You thought about getting another dog at all? Oh,
No.
He's quite happy just to rent one every now and again.
Yeah.
Not quite the heartache.
oh, there's a good business. You rent out a puppy for a day.
Yeah, rent a pup.
I don't know. That sounds like I don't know.
That sounds. Now that I'm thinking about it, starts to sound like dog prostitution.
Exactly. That's the word that wouldn't come to prostitution wouldn't come to my mind for some reason. That's the word. Doggy prostitution.
Dogstitution.
Yeah, you probably get a lot of sickos. Ooh, you're renting dogs out, huh?
Yeah.
He's a substitute.
Got any big beefy German shepherds?
What you eating, Paul? Barbecue baked beans. At least you got a little fiber going.
Hell yeah, I'm the best doggy pimp in the world.
I thought you didn't like vegetables. Oh, baked
People on the
beans
street
are
call me
vegetable.
Stray Cat.
With my substitutes. Oh my god, my bitches.
A pup pin. Yeah, a pup pin.
You would be able to use the word bitches in the right tone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to drive anywhere near the speed limit, are we?
How much farther you got to go, Bill?
Hi, Paul. I don't know. Not far.
I drove all the way the other side of town to Sam's Club, which is about 12, 15 miles.
I was about to ask, you disappeared for like the last half hour, and then you just randomly show up with a tin of beans, and you're sitting there.
And I came back, yeah.
Just randomly
Because
comes out of nowhere with the.
This
No,
is,
he told us he was going to Sam's Club.
this is the last of my favorites. Barbecue baked beans with brisket. Oh, man. That is to die for.
Paul, baked beans are vegetables.
The BBBB.
Yeah, but
Is there any? Is there such thing as chicken brisket?
Well,
Now the
the-
problem.
Because they always specify on packaging beef brisket, like there's multiple
Yeah.
different kinds of.
Well, you can have
Pork.
where's brisket is a cut that's between the shoulders, isn't it? Somewhere around there.
yeah, it's right below the neck, chest.
So I guess, yeah, everything must have that in some form.
Well, do chickens have shoulders?
Well, yeah,
I don't know. What a conversation. Your chicken does show. I don't know.
That
Somebody look it
reminds
up.
me. There used to be those weird books back in the 80s or 90s that like how do astronauts pee, that kind of thing, and they'd always have a evocative title like that, and it was just a book of questions and answers. Do
Yeah.
chickens have shoulders? Sounds like one of those.
Okay, guys. Point of interest. We just passed Reptile World Serpentarium. Just what I tell you.
There you
First
go.
point of interest. Yeah, it's like the third point of interest so far.
Is it still functional?
The Serpentarium?
The Reptile World, yeah.
Yeah, they're there.
Oh, okay.
There's the 3 or 4 cars out
So they aren't suffering from reptile dysfunction.
front.
That was quick.
It was.
Swinging around to the bestiality conversation again. Nice. Full circle, right back to it.
yeah.
Oh. We're gonna
Just when I thought I was out, I kept sticking it back in.
God, that sounds even worse.
Swear to God, Donald.
I think one of my favourite questions in a what's it was, who is this God person anyway? And Don should know where that comes from.
So you got it.
Who is this God person anyway?
Yeah,
It's not ringing a bell.
hitchhikers.
Okay. You know, I'll be honest with you. I have not read Hitchhikers, and I never saw the radio play. I only read the books, and I saw the crappy
It's
movie.
difficult to see the radio play.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard the radio play. I meant.
Oh,
He
they
thought
got
you were
you on
using the
that one.
play.
Because
Well, I
that's-
thought he was using play on words there.
No,
No, that's
when I listen to something on the radio though, I close my eyes and I visualize it in my imagination, so that's why.
no, because that's something you would have pointed out and called me an idiot for saying.
Yeah. I've got
Justin,
all the books.
I don't need any reasons to call you an idiot.
See, there
Oh
it is.
no, there it is.
There it is.
I've got all the books, the vinyl albums, the cassette tapes, the DVDs of the television series, and the DVDs of the films.
Yep, you got me beat. Like I said, I read the books I think twice. And Justin, you're right. It is something I would have called you out on. I deserve to be mocked and ridiculed for saying that.
I thought you did it on purpose. Actually, I thought it was a play on words. I thought you were trying to be funny.
No, I've only this is my coffee, and I've only had like that much of my coffee.
He's not
I
awake.
know you can't see Bill because you're on the road, but I haven't had much of my coffee yet.
Oh, Paul, I might not be
That's
here.
my
this evening.
excuse.
What's that, Joe?
I might not be here this afternoon. Depends on what time the guys are getting in from. They're
Actually,
going over at Johnny's. A bunch of them.
it's
Like
nearly
two or
half
three
past,
are going to Johnny's tonight, and we might go fly somewhere.
nearly 4:30, and I've only had 2 cups of tea so far. That's not good.
So you've got to go over there and babysit Johnny and the gang, or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over there and try to fly now because they're going to fly tomorrow morning, but I don't know if I can get away with that having the baby tomorrow. So if I go over there tonight, at least I can see them.
But just call the daughter and tell the asshole he's got to stay home and take care of the baby tomorrow.
Well, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I mean you don't owe him anything.
I don't
Hold on,
know
we need
them
to-
anything.
We need to call Johnny up and clarify who's babysitting who.
What you mean, Johnny watches?
Is Rob still here with us?
Yeah.
Kind of on and off, or
Oh yeah, Sunday's your big day for football games, isn't it?
Yeah, today it's just
what
they
did,
got games today though.
Gitchy said she's
this-
watching some game today.
Yeah, she might be watching New Orleans.
She says
New
she was
Orleans is playing at noon.
says she was in between games. Saints play at 2:00, Joe. She says.
She's on it now.
Well, it's not 2:00 your time yet, is it?
She said
No.
which game she was going to go watch. Let me see if I can go back and see.
I know the
If
Saints
Detroit-
play today. They play the Titans.
Yeah,
If Detroit makes it as far as they did last year.
Saints play at 2. She says.
Saints play at 2:00. Yep.
Yeah, 2:00 her time.
Yep.
Mm.
That's East Coast time, right?
Which is 1:00 your
Yeah.
1:00 your time, is it?
'Cause she's in
Yeah.
Michigan with you, Paul.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I had 4 tickets to, and I didn't feel like going.
Gitchy's off until next year, I think. You know what she said?
Always doing that. It's because she's rich at AI. AI is always off. They don't have to update them that long. And what they update on their own.
I think the Phillies played last night.
Yeah, well, when you have as many years doing that job like she does, she probably gets a lot of vacation time racked up. When you're a 30+ year employee, man, you get like the maximum.
Yeah, when I retired, I had 34 days a year leave. And we only had a 5-day week, so that's like 7 weeks. Plus flex days, plus bank holidays. So you had another 24 and 8, 32 days to that. So 66 days a year off, plus weekends.
Oh, if you go by the Michael Moore documentary, you guys get like 6 months paid vacation every year. Fucking idiot.
Well, you get 6 months sick leave on full pay. But that's only once in every 18 months. So then you've got to go back to work for a year before you can have another 6 months off.
Did you ever watch his documentary, Michael Moore? Oh my God, that dude's such an idiot. He was the one that was trying to convince everybody that Canada and the UK, they didn't have like bad neighborhoods, and he was like pretty much like
Right.
trying to make the US look really bad. He was like, "Oh, they don't have problems with gangs up in Canada and in the UK and different areas." He goes, "Like the US does."
Mm.
Yeah. Which I've asked a bunch of Canadians, and they've had disproven that whole theory.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it's like our flex days were only days off because you'd already worked the hours. So, like, we were only a 35-hour week, 7-hour day.
I mean, technically, they don't have gangs. Like, say you go to Ireland, they call themselves armies, Irish Republican
Yeah.
Army. You know,
Yeah.
so they're not a gang, per se.
Mm. And in England, they call themselves football supporters.
Yeah.
Hooligans.
Mm. Is some of the biggest gangs, apart from the drug dealers, some of the biggest gangs in the UK are the football supporters.
And the police department. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Depends on which police department, but yeah.
Almost there. Hooray. I didn't even call him, tell him I was on my way. So this is like a surprise. I
So you
couldn't
get
call.
there-
I was using the phone to stream with you guys.
You get there and he's gone out.
You have arrived.
Ta-da.
The sat nav goes, "You have arrived
that
at your
motorcycle work
destination
there?
on the left."
Bill,
That's one of the two. That's the blue one. I got the red ones at my house.
you're trying to sell it or what?
Yeah, you want it?
No?
Okay. Why are you asking?
Well,
Yeah,
because I
that's
didn't
supposed
see a for sale sign on it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We're not really, there's not a lot of effort being put in here.
Oh, your dad's
He was
selling his
hoping-
house too?
So the house? No. No, that bike.
No,
we're
the
talking
bike.
about.
Oh,
The
Talking
bike
about-
that you can't see that's
The,
under
tar-
that
the
cover.
tarped bike in the driveway.
oh.
He was hoping to, maybe one of the guys at the VFW would want it. Some of the old, the clubs that he goes to. He doesn't really go to them hardly anymore. So that doesn't help.
Well, and the other thing too is maybe it's just me, but the older I get, my stability thing isn't there. So riding a motorcycle is like maybe a death trap.
There's plenty of gray-haired guys on motorcycles in Florida.
Once a motorbike starts moving in a straight line, it's pretty stable.
Yep. In fact, it's the older. Anyway, the way costs and the way things are nowadays, it's more of the older ones that can afford to have an extra vehicle as a motorcycle. You know.
Yeah, you'll probably, if you
All
go
right.
to Sturgis, you'll probably see more 50 and 60-year-olds on bikes than 20 and 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, has anybody made you an offer on that bike or?
Somebody said they were gonna come around and look at it and everything. So, but like you said, most we did was maybe stick it out in front of the house with a sign on it for a couple of days, and then that was it.
Yeah, you kind of have to advertise that it's for sale.
Yeah, people have to know it's for sale for them to want to, offer to buy it. Yeah,
Yeah,
usually a pretty good plan.
it's a plan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hey,
What,
Bravo.
you sorry you're back?
Yeah, I don't think I was noticed I was gone.
No, you're
Oh,
sorry
you were
you
the
were
last-
gone.
You were the last person to put anything in the chat.
Sorry.
And Jody shouldn't be telling people that because you're not allowed to fly a drone legally over 99 miles an hour, are you?
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Cody.
allegedly. it
Hey,
will do
Michael.
112.
Well,
Mm.
we'll make the assumption that he got a waiver.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is, like,
Can you get a waiver to go over 100?
You can get a waiver to do just about anything. If they give it to
I
you,
would-
you
I
can
would
apply.
assume so
you can
because they
apply
said
for any
the-
kind of.
Yeah, you can apply for anything, yeah.
Yeah, you can apply for a waiver for
You don't
just
have
about
to
every
grant it.
every part of the part 107. You can apply for a waiver.
Mm.
Yeah, I would assume so because I think they're starting to use drones in like NASCAR and stuff, and you'd have to be able to go over 100 to keep up with some of those cars.
Mm-hmm. And be good at turning left.
Yeah.
My one weakness.
Hey.
I was wondering, are you coming up today?
Yeah, I'm coming up.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
Huh? I'm just kidding with some guy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, all right.
All
Later,
right.
Bill.
See you
Bye,
later,
Bill.
Bill.
Say hi, Dad.
Later, Bill, Dad.
Okay.
Bye, Bill's dad.
I was that.
Oh. Jambo shirt. Just sent me a picture of somebody with a
No.
carton of
No.
Neapolitan ice cream open and has 2 fingers in the strawberry and 1 finger in the chocolate.
No. Oh.
Hate to think what that was supposed to represent.
I know exactly what it was supposed to represent.
That right there, you don't know what the shocker is?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Oh.
And
2 in the
that's the
pink,
taint.
1 in the stink.
Yep.
All right.
White ice cream was the taint in the middle.
I got you.
It's like, oh. It's like, well, first thing he sent me this morning was just definition of the Wisconsin blow dryer. Look it up if you want, but it's like, I haven't even had my coffee yet, dude.
No, I'm not looking.
They do say
What's a
that
blow
that's
dryer?
why God made women with 2 holes so that you could carry them around like a bowling ball.
Oh, Jesus. There we go. Put your disclaimer up, Joe.
It's up.
Can I get like
You have to worry about that.
a writer on your disclaimer that sometimes I want to be included in it?
No.
I mean, sometimes I'm the cause of it.
On mine? I mean,
Yeah, sometimes I'm the cause of a disclaimer being needed.
Mm.
But then
Hold on,
sometimes
what-
people go a step further than I'm willing to go.
that might be good. I might put that up.
It's like
What was it called? A Wisconsin what?
Wisconsin blow dryer.
Mm.
I'm normally the cause of the disclaimers.
Yeah, there was a kid actually on one of the TV programs where kids say the stupidest things. That
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's what I woke up to.
It's funny as shit.
it was, why do women fart after having a pee?
They can't shake it off.
Because they can't shake it. Yeah. So they blow dry it.
But you know, it doesn't matter if you shake it off; it's still going to drip when you put it away.
Yeah, can you highlight that disclaimer there, Joe? Or change it to red.
I'm leaving now while I got a chance.
It's all right. We're more than 30 seconds into the stream.
I might have to make it bigger. What are you talking about?
That's what he said. Highlight it.
No, I'm gonna make it like 3 times. They're gonna take the whole section up.
Yeah, and
That
spotlight.
font's gonna be like triple the size.
Put it in flashing neon.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, I'm
kind
gonna
of
see what
hard
I
to
can
read.
change that one. I smell pizza. And the pizza I smell is like Pizza Hut pizza. It's not just homemade pizza.
Is one of your tenants across the hall, the hot one? Is she out there baking in the sun or what?
Yeah. Got me wanting to go check the.
I'm also gonna go look at the Challenger as well this week, Justin.
Do what? Sorry, Sarah was talking to me.
I'm going to look at the Dodge Challenger,
Oh, okay.
a 2020 Hellcat one.
Ooh, getting a race car.
Getting himself some American muscle, huh?
That's what Joe's son drives, isn't it? In
He
fact,
drives the Hellcat.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. In fact, doesn't Lon Donard have a Hellcat as well?
No, he has a Challenger.
Challenger, is it?
Charger would be the Hellcat.
Yeah, the Charger's a
No,
Hellcat.
the Challenger is as well.
That's the one with the scat. Doesn't it have a scat pack in it?
It might be a Scat
SRT.
Pack.
Yeah,
SRT, yeah.
770 horsepower.
Yeah, and then they have the 2 different keys. You get the
You never
red key
get
and
your
black key.
wheelchair in it, Rob.
No, but yeah, it's not, as ridiculous money as you'd think.
Plus,
Yeah.
don't the Welsh police stick a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit on most of your roads now?
Yeah.
Well, hell, you've got electric wheelchairs that go faster than 20 miles an hour, don't you?
Yeah.
I could just see Rob cruising down the highway at about 35 miles an hour in a wheelchair, waving at the police as he goes by,
Dude, you take that thing out to some back road, like back country roads, and open it up.
All roads in Wales are backcountry roads.
Yep.
That's why people like riding the motorbikes there.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have actual cities there?
Well, you got Cardiff. It's got a roundabout.
Not that many.
It's a roundabout city.
Right? Isn't Cardiff in Wales?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the capital.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's large.
What's the population?
I don't know.
Of Wales, I don't. Echo, what's the population of Wales?
In 2019, the population of Wales was 3.16 million people.
3.16 million people.
All I know is that's where Torchwood is situated. That's where it's centered at.
Cardiff. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
There seems to be a lot of people at the bottom and a lot of people at the top.
At the top. And bugger all in between.
Yeah, just mountains and things in the middle.
Does anybody in the U.S. know what Torchwood was?
Yeah. Doctor Who.
I said U.S.
Oh,
I did used to watch that, I think.
Yeah, it was Doctor Who.
What exactly was it about Doctor Who? There, Justin.
Mark? I don't know. I never watched Doctor Who.
Well, number one, it's an anagram of Doctor Who. It was a code name for an episode of Doctor Who, and they ended up making it into a TV show, and it was a spin-off of Doctor Who.
It was
And-
a guy
and the-
that could not be killed.
Captain Jack Harkness.
Yeah.
And when they made the special event series, Children of Earth, and oh, they sucked.
And they got attacked by the Daleks. A lot.
Hmm. What was that?
Not like Rob's dogs.
Oh no, I stopped liking Torchwood when they started jacking with Owen.
Mm.
But mostly, it was good.
Mind you, you just told me something I didn't realise. I never even looked at it that way.
That was an anagram?
Yeah.
Yep. They were, I don't remember what Doctor Who they were filming, but to keep it secret, they labeled the, I don't know if it's the script or the film or something, they labeled it as Torchwood.
All right.
And that's
Pretty
where the
sad.
name came from.
It's pretty sad. Mark, me and Donald knew that. You didn't.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty weird city to have it based in, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was weird. That's where
Yeah.
I'd never heard of Cardiff until that happened. So at the time I looked it up and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I live 12 miles from Cardiff.
Yeah. Is Cardiff further west than Swansea, isn't it? Or is it?
No.
Is it Cardiff's Cardiff's halfway
from
along?
Bristol. From Bristol, you got Newport, Cardiff, then Swansea, then Carmarthen, and then, all the Welsh trip
Yeah.
down that end.
Yeah. And then going up the side, you get as far as Barmouth.
Yeah, and at the top end. you
Now
got
being on that inlet, I'm guessing that the waters
Beach.
the waters are relatively stable there.
What do you mean by stable?
Well, on the Atlantic side, you get a little more choppiness. I'm assuming that it's a lot more like
It's
protected.
It is quite a big tide that goes through the Bristol Channel.
Well, you'll still get the tide, but you won't get the
No, it's-
choppiness of the
it's
waves.
the,
Is what I was talking about.
It's either the first or the second highest rising and falling tide in the world, or something like that. It is. It's something.
It's like going down to Pensacola Beach. If you're in Pensacola Bay, which is separated by like this reef, it's very calm. The entire bay is, it still has the tides and stuff, but it is protected from the open water.
No,
A lot of people usually commit. A lot of people
absolutely rose through that.
A lot of people used to commit suicide off the bridge at Bristol.
And there's one thing. I think
Clifton
we have it
Suspension
every
Bridge.
year. What's it called? We have it every year. A tidal board, is it?
Yeah,
the tidal bore. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a problem they have with the San Francisco Bay Bridge too.
No, they have one, do they?
People jumping.
No, yeah,
Oh,
there was a
so-
guy that actually did it was an interesting but disturbing documentary, and he recorded the bridge continuously for like 2 or 3 years, and he ended up catching about I think over 100 people jumping off the bridge, and it was kind of he was trying to bring light to the fact that how many people were doing it, and he wanted he was trying to they were trying to prevent these people. Like they would sit up on the bridge and wait all day long to see if they would find somebody trying to go over the side. And they would try to talk him down. It was a very interesting documentary, but it was disturbing at the same time.
The YouTuber just done a few videos about flying around Clifton Suspension Bridge. Can't remember what the hell he was called now.
Yeah. I was up there a few weeks back.
Yeah.
They charge you £1 now to cross.
Do they?
Yeah.
Cheeky
£1
sods.
each way.
Get out of there.
It's not actually that big, is it? Either it's only about 100 yards or so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's only a single lane as well because they got traffic lights.
What did it say? Is it tall?
Sorry?
Is it tall?
It's fairly high up considering.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know, someone. Look how high it is.
I just thought of another fisheye snack bar commercial I need to do. I haven't mentioned popcorn yet.
Yeah, that always got me. What the
God, I'll
would
chuck it in the
people
chat,
calling
Donald. Your
popcorn,
You're
popcorn
with the right
chicken?
side of the nose. Sorry.
Mm.
$1835 it was built.
A while back
Yeah.
by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, wasn't it?
Documentary used to be on YouTube, but I don't see it anymore. I wonder if they took it down. So it was pretty graphic.
Struggling at you there, Justin.
Yeah, I was looking to see if that documentary was still on YouTube.
Oh, sorry.
Because it was pretty old. It was like from like 10 or 15 years ago. The guy did the documentary. I watched it a few years ago. But they may have taken it down. Because like the guy didn't blur out anything. He kind of was trying to bring us more like kind of most shocking light to the problem as possible. There was a couple people actually survived jumping off that bridge too.
Yeah, but when you hit the water, you break bones.
Oh yeah, it's like hitting
And
cars.
so unless there's a boat down there that pulls you out quick, you're basically out in the middle of the water with broken bones and drown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except people have jumped off bridges before. As long as they're skilled enough, they put their arms out and they go in feet first with their feet tilted down.
Not when you're jumping that high up though.
You can
You can.
help, but still jumping from that height, the water's like concrete.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
if you
because-
land on your chest or your back or whatever, yes.
Because the Bay
But
Bridge
yeah,
is like probably
if you can get your feet in first, if you can land perfect, your feet will break the surface,
Yep.
but it's still going to be.
Well, he's gonna because you're at that angle, you're gonna go friggin' deep. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and if your legs are too wide open, your balls are going to end up in your mouth. Mm.
Is that how you do it? I've tried for years and never thought of that.
It's still running.
All right,
Yeah,
put the disclaimer up.
and the Bay Bridge at its highest point is 525 feet. That's pretty tall.
Yeah, but is that the bridge surface or is that the towers?
No, that's the surface, the bottom of it.
Yeah, ours is not that big. I don't know how high up the Humber Bridge is, though.
No, it was so bad with people jumping off of it that they actually, the bridge almost has its own like set of police officers that just hang out on the bridge all day and walk back and forth on it.
It
Because
should
they've
just
got
have a massive safety net underneath it.
What they should do is just put some cameras up there. If you plan to jump off this bridge, step in front of the camera, please, before you jump, you know?
Yeah, so that we can inform your next of kin.
I don't know if
Sorry.
it was recent or not. I
Sorry,
just saw the other day a picture of a guy grabbing a lady by the hair as she was trying to jump off a bridge.
Good job she wasn't wearing a wig then.
Was
Yeah.
she hanging from the bridge?
Yeah, he saved her, but he got close enough to her, and she went ahead and tried to jump. She had long hair, and he got a big enough handful.
Whoa.
Sorry to go back to the subject, but Donald, the Bristol Channel.
Yes.
Yeah, a quick thing. It says the tidal range in the Bristol Channel is unusually large and one of the largest on Earth. The tide is amplified by the narrowing channel and can exceed 40 meters in some places. Tidal currents sometimes exceed 10 kilometers per hour.
I gotcha, because it does narrow as you go in.
Yeah, it's a Venturi.
So
Yeah,
that would
huge.
Builds
that would
up.
amplify.
Yeah.
That would just square all that force coming in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a protected cove, like.
No.
So yeah, that
It's mud. The water is just mud.
interesting.
Good fishing though.
Was that near you, Rob?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Rob, what's the biggest fish you've caught?
Well, right by there.
Anywhere.
20 odd pound. I 20s, I expect. Not huge. But in the Bristol Channel by there, I got a 16-pound cod once. Off the rocks.
That'd been all right. That'd have fed
Yeah,
you for a
I was
couple
going
of
to say
days.
that it's actually considered quite large.
You going
Mm.
You going home? Yeah. You gonna go home? You are. Big ears. Oh, last night I don't eat ice cream
you did.
like crazy, but I was eating ice cream like Paul does last night. I took a bite of that chocolate ghost pepper, just a small sliver of it, not even a bite. I just cut a small sliver of it. Ooh.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to do that. Mm-hmm.
Rob, what I was asking is a codfish, aren't they flat fish?
No.
What's that, sorry?
What's a flat fish?
No, cod is not a flatfish.
What's the one that's flat?
Halibut?
Flounder.
Halibut,
Halibut,
skate,
flounder.
Yeah,
Flounder.
flounder.
turbot,
Yeah.
dabs, place.
Well,
Quite a lot.
Well, you fish off the dock, don't you?
No. Fish off the rocks in the bank.
What happens
There's-
if you hooked a really big one? Would it like surf you out or what?
No, you won't get nothing of that size in the.
Not that
I
close.
wouldn't have thought.
Not that
It's
close to
big
shore.
known, is
No.
it?
Well, what you ought to do is go with the wife next time she goes someplace big time, and go on rent a boat and do some deep sea fishing.
Yeah, no.
You know, I could see you hooking a 400-pound 400-pound shark or something.
They dragged me and the wheelchair over.
You wouldn't get one of them anywhere near here.
You know, some of them hammerhead sharks get to be 15, 16, 18 feet long. And
I
just
don't
weigh
think
a
you're
ton.
allowed to catch those though.
Oh, you can't help it if you do catch it. You've got to put it back.
Yeah, if they get on your hook, you say, spit it out.
Yeah.
It's against the rules. Spit it out.
Ones you
Yeah,
gotta
man,
watch
you
for
don't-
that are
Imagine if I did hook something like that. That would drag me off the pier, wouldn't it, in my wheelchair?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, very probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the
Uh,
wheelchair in
Because of
full
course
reverse.
I can't make a stance, can I? Like
Wheels
people
spinning like
do.
mad. Yeah.
You know.
well, in reality, would you even be able to hold on to the rod long enough
No,
for it
but
to
I mean,
go?
if
Rob?
it pulls that hard, people can make a stance, can't they? Where you put one foot in front, one behind.
Right, Rob, but what you need is those little feet that I see on the
The excavators and
backhoes
Yeah.
and stuff, the excavators that come out
Yeah.
and just put down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You need that.
I could just see those little feet just skidding across the deck.
I caused some controversy as well because I take a drone because I'm in a wheelchair. I can't cast as far anymore.
No,
So
I didn't
I
hear
use a
about
drone
that. Dusty.
Yeah.
to take my
And
bait out, and
it's
people
actually
recommend I'm cheating.
ill-
It's not right. I'm not fishing
it's-
properly.
it's also illegal.
Dusty, building a new
Part
golf
of
course in
The
Florida
UK
isn't really easy.
regulations state
Yeah,
that
you're not allowed
it's
to carry
illegal
anything.
to carry or drop anything from a drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the UK. Over here,
Yeah.
I used to own the equipment for dropping things.
Oh yeah, you can buy them. You can buy the stuff for doing it. You just can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Might be illegal, but you can still do it.
In
Over
fact,
here,
I use it.
All right.
I
you
use a
can't
cheap
lawfully do
Chinese
it.
drone for that.
And
I use
what's
one called the Bugs 3.
Bugs 3?
Yeah.
that was a big drone over in America. The Bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a cult following, the Bugs.
Yeah. No, not the Bugs 3. I use the Bugs 4. The
Tammy,
Bugs 3 I got as well.
Tammy and Max started off on Bugs, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, they're good drones. Like you said, the Bugs 3 has got a massive following.
That's like the 3DR Solo had a big following. Not so much anymore, but it used to have a big following.
Because the Bugs 3 didn't have altitude hold or anything, and you could strap whatever camera underneath. GoPro, DJI. It just had the case to mount a camera.
Because the 3DR Solo, that was one of the drones that were a little ahead of its time when it came out.
What was it? 3DR Solo.
Yeah, that one had a big following over here.
The one I always liked, which Captain Drone had, was the egg. Remember that one?
Oh god, dude, that thing was. Yeah, somebody with that company had a fascination with eggs because they kept making all their drones look like an egg.
But the very first one, the first model, when it had like 4 legs which come down.
Yeah, ugly ass drone.
Yeah,
but it's shaped like an egg, though, man.
Yeah. And then the second version, you could turn it into like a handheld camcorder and
Yeah. And also it looked like an egg, man.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't you ever see Mork and Mindy? What's your problem with eggs? An egg got Mork to Earth. What's your problem with eggs, Justin?
No, some CEO was sitting there having hard-boiled eggs for lunch one day. Was like, I got it.
Oh no, I think it's a much deeper psychosis. It wasn't a whim. You can be talked out of a whim. They had a lifelong fantasy of going somewhere in a giant egg and falling in love with Mindy.
Yeah.
I could bid Mork.
You probably could have.
I didn't know until somebody on here told me, I think it was Justin, that he actually committed suicide. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got the diagnosis, and it was no good way out, and so he,
Oh, is that what it was? Was it?
yeah.
Mm,
It's a shame.
yeah.
Yeah, and the diagnosis may be bad, but he robbed us of the little time we had left with him. And Michael
Yeah.
J. Fox, he got a bad diagnosis, and he just keeps hanging on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I like Michael J. Fox. I was just kidding.
Glad I wasn't watching.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till he tries to write you a check. Or like on Family Guy when they were saying Michael J. Fox was going to play the part of Zorro, and it was just a squiggly line on the wall.
You know, when
That's
he
terrible.
did when he did the movie Frighteners with Peter Jackson, he didn't even do that under contract. Remember the movie Frighteners?
I don't remember that movie.
He was a ghost
No.
hunter. Yeah, he did that movie completely with not under contract. He did it all on a handshake.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, Lord help me.
fuck's sake.
Oh, forgive them.
And he was the voice of Stuart Little.
Which one was that?
Michael J. Fox.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Must have been a hell
a
of a
lot of people don't.
handshake.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize he was. I mean, yeah, he was the voice of Stuart Little. Had great animation in that movie, but you can still see the mouse's hand quiver a little bit.
Yeah. I expect that's why they done so many, because the handshake didn't stop.
God.
You know when you go in the men's room and you accidentally dribble on your shoes? He dribbles on everybody's.
He's better off just sitting down and going.
You know, they could make another Back to the Future with him in it and make that a symptom of time travel that, oh no, here's something we didn't know about time travel.
Oh my God, dude. I looked up Michael J. Fox jokes.
I'd hate to be in your mind. I don't know what goes through it.
What did Michael J. Fox's dad say when Michael J. Fox tried to parallel park?
Go on.
Watch the Parkinson.
Oh God.
Right, fellas, it's been great.
Rob's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, leave off.
Rob's like, we're done.
Yeah, no, I'm out here.
Well, Rob,
Everybody be good.
Rob, I want to show you something real quick.
Oh, quick then.
Can you probably could adapt that for your use, right?
Oh no.
On the back of a wheelchair, yeah.
No, I've seen them do this. Not this.
I could see you with that strapped on the back of a wheelchair, and there he goes.
Tucker got the hell I watch him.
Yeah.
Right, see you later.
Okay.
Adios.
Okay,
Right,
bye.
right.
I haven't seen that one. I watched quite a few Tucker Got videos back in the day.
They got a paramotor kayak there, and
Mhm. Well, I stopped watching. It started getting to be the same thing over and over again. It was just kind of and so I think I kind of dropped off, and it stopped suggesting it to me. Let me look here. But I liked watching his videos back when, like I paramotor to the nearest McDonald's.
I'm gonna show you one more. There's a paramotor kayak.
Oh man. All right. Dog is whining. I gotta go let her out. So I'm gonna take off.
I got real quiet when Nana left.
And all I'm doing right here is just chipping away at these things. We got most of them done. I'm finding emails.
He actually started, or does he just keep paddling everywhere?
There he goes.
I can't tell anyway. It's like every other frame. Looks like he's just sitting still.
I think all he does is just use it on the water. You'd have to have wings, wouldn't you, in order to take off?
Yeah. Mind you, they do a lot of that now with surfing with like a parachute, don't they?
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's in the Olympics now.
Well,
What?
Joe, what are you up to?
What's in the Olympics? Paramotoring?
Still working on these damn things.
No, sail surfing
Where the hell is this? Well, I hate this.
or parasurfing, whatever they call it.
Parasailing?
I'm jumping.
I could
off.
see
I'll catch y'all
Justin
later.
doing something like that. Coming in for a
Why?
landing.
Oh,
Yeah.
no interest.
Give that
in
a
it.
shot there, Justin.
No, it's like flying a kite on a surfboard, doing aerial tricks as well as flying across the water on it. Build up some speed on them.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all later. I'm jumping off.
Okay, everybody, I think we're gonna close her down. We about had today, right?
Yeah.
Later.
Hey, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today. Joe,
Okay.
Joe, you
I might be. We'll find out.
might be okay. All right, Mark, take care. Everybody in the chat.
Yeah, you
thanks
too,
for
Paul.
being here.